Hey everybody, welcome into the Tomb of Terrors YouTube channel. I'm here with a brand new review, more from the tomb. Additional reviews that don't go over on the main podcast and just more reviews that I want to get out there for you to hear about and movies to check out. In this one, we're going to be talking about the new film called Bight, which comes out on February 10th. But before we do, make sure that you subscribe to the show, hit the bell, do all those things that you're supposed to do over here so you make sure you don't miss out anything that goes up on this channel. Let's talk about Bight. Two couples' daring foray into open relationships leads down a tumultuous path of jealousy, betrayal, and emotional devastation. This is directed by Maiara Walsh, and it stars Maiara Walsh, Mark Hapka, Cameron Cowperthwaite, Maya Stojan, and not really many others. And this movie is a true indie film for sure, because Maiara, Cameron, Mark, like writers, producers, editors, they starred in it. So it's like all hands on deck. They're doing it all film. So true indie film. So this movie starts out with our couple played by Maiara and Cameron, who seem to be having some marital issues, some problems, some things happened in the past that kind of put a tension between them. She has this job where she's kind of an assistant to somebody in the fashion world, and it's just nonstop berated calls, everything else. He's an artist. So he's working on a new piece and such like that. And she's like, hey, we're invited to this thing tonight. You want to go? So they end up going what they think is going to be this art opening kind of a party. And it ends up being just another couple that they show up, and it's just these two. And you sense right off the bat that there's a past between these two. So you have these two couples who basically have different issues of their own, and maybe try counseling. I don't know. But anyway, you have these two couples, and the one couple that they went to see, played by Mark Hapka and Maya Stojan, they kind of have a little secret. They brought them here for a reason, and they want to kind of explore more things relationship-wise, kind of artistic-wise, sexually, and all the while, there is a lot of tension between all of them of, do we do this? Do we not do this? The couple's like, no, we can't do this. And then all of a sudden, yes, let's do this. I'm not going to dive into things that happen in it because it will kind of ruin the story. I'm not going to give anything away. It is a dark, twisted tale, and it is tense. You can sense a lot of friction. There are a lot of history with these people. There are other things at play that kind of get told in the end. And as I said before, this is a true indie movie. Everybody kind of had their hands in everything. To me, it felt like this old, like late 90s, early 2000s, like erotic thriller. It had the music in it. It gave me that feel. And it just the kind of the dark story and the way things progress through it gave me that feel. With this ultimate end, the ending that happens in this movie, right before we get this full end of the film, I was like, okay, this is a slow burn. I'm into it. This isn't a bad movie. It's a really good indie movie. And then the very, very end of what happens just kind of made the movie for me. I was like, oh, I like what they did here. I love what they went with and how this ended. Definitely not going to tell you how it ends and what happens, because it will completely ruin the impact of the film. Don't look up any spoilers or anything about this movie if you're going to go watch it, because that's what made the movie for me, was this final scene of after all these two couples and this erotic thriller tension, the sexual tension, the couples, fighting with each other, trying to figure each other out. It made it all for me. And that's why it gets a recommend, because of how it ended. It reminded me of a few movies that we've gotten recently. Last year, Bone Lake came out, which I loved, especially the final act of that movie. It is holy crap. Go check out Bone Lake. It's another one of the erotic thriller slow burn, but the final piece really made it. And earlier there was a vampire one called Swamp, very erotic thriller, kind of the same thing, for people in this one place with some things going on. I didn't love it as much, but check out Bight. It comes out February 10th. And if you do, let me know what you thought of it. Drop your comments below. Hopefully you enjoy it. Just make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. Make sure you come back, come visit me. Let's have a spooky time, because it's going to be fun.